guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle series, the School of Hard Knocks. So, throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2019 season. So, got that out of the way. We are going to be continuing on with this Xerneas Groundon team that we kicked off with to start the week. Spawn cast of Smeargle, Incineroar, Bronzong is going to be a Trick Room setter, and Tapu Koko. So the last couple of days have been a lot better for us. We had that blip on Tuesday where 2 losses, but like I said at the time, the losses are good. We take a lot away from the losses, and we've improved from that. So we've improved going forward. We had an incredible game versus Aaron Cybertron Zeng yesterday, fellow NBL player. So if you missed yesterday's episode, make sure you go back and check that out. Game 1, it was an absolutely explosive, incredible game that you need to check out. So do go and check that out. It was yeah, just amazing. I can't say enough about how good it was, and it's always a pleasure having Aaron on the channel as well. So without further ado, let's jump on to the battle spot and get some battles underway. But as always, if you enjoy the content, guys, and you enjoy the videos in general, do leave a like down below, and make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any of our content and the guide that we have coming out for VGC 19 Sun Series at the moment, covering all the restricted Pokemon, which will be coming out in dribs and drabs as the weeks go on. Hopefully I'll get them all done pretty soon, because I want to get them all done as soon as possible, by the end of September if possible. So it's a pretty tight deadline, but I'm pretty confident we can make it. And if you didn't miss the updates earlier in the week, so I won't be streaming until I've got my new PC delivered. So I have ordered it. It is on its way. It's being built as we speak by scientists in a lab building this ultimate PC. It's pretty fancy, so I'm pretty pleased with what I'm getting. I'm looking forward to getting it, and it's all lighty up and everything like that. So it's going to make videos better, it's going to make content better, it's going to make our streams so much better. So that's the big thing. That's why I bought it, so I can stream better quality content for you guys. So I hope you appreciate it. And I know I'll have a lot of fun playing around with it, and just the capabilities of it are going to be so much better than what I'm using at the moment, which is a Mac. But on to more pressing matters. We have our first opponent of the episode, Capella, playing a team of Lugia, Kyogre, Tapu Koko, Xerneas, Incineroar and Ferrothorn. So outside of the Lugia, the team's like quite standard early format with the Xerneas. It's like such good support for the Kyogre with that Queenly Majesty ability. We've got to be a bit careful with the Lugia as well, like it can threaten with Carmine boosting and things like that. I think here though, I do like Xerneas in this match, although the Ferrothorn is a bit of a pain. I do really like Xerneas in this match, and we can really punch some holes through this team with Xerneas if we can help it get set up. And I think I want to bring Xerneas Smeargle as a lead, although we can't really make use of the fake out if Xerneas shows its face. We've still got the Follow Me, and we'll always have a switch into Groundon to disrupt the weather if we need to. And as our last Pokemon, I think this time around we'll bring Incineroar, and we'll just forego our Trick Room mode. So let's lock in and get into game number 1, and see how we get on. So we're ending up the week for this team, but we are going to continue on to next week playing this team just for another week, just to get a really good kind of feel for it and how it's kind of operating. And then I'll do probably I'll probably just make a QR code of the team and then put it up online for you guys to try out if you'd like to. And then we'll move on, like I said, to probably a Kyogre based team, because Kyogre is one of those other, like, it's always nice to play Groudon, Kyogre, obviously Xerneas is a big one. So I really like the idea, the concept. I was speaking to Sebi the other day, and he's been playing around with Kyogre Yveltal, and I really like Yveltal in this format right now. So that's something I probably will try and build around, and we'll probably play going into week after next. So we see Xerneas and Kyogre come out from my opponent. I'm going to just go Geomancy, and I'm going to go straight switch into Groudon, get rid of that rain. Groudon I'll be able to take attack, whatever it is, Water Spout from Kyogre pretty well, and Xerneas in the Sun's going to be able to take it a lot better, get the boost up as well, which is the main thing, and then start threatening things. Like I say, we just want to start punching holes through teams. We're going to see a Feint come out from the Xerneas, which is fine. Like, it's better than like Chop Kick or a Power Whip or anything like that. And then there is the the water spout. So that's fine, because the next turn what we will do is we will switch in Incineroar, we'll Moonblast the Serena, because the Kyogre is likely to switch out, and I would imagine it switches out into Ferrothorn. So we could potentially catch that switch, but then again it might switch out. We'll have to have a look what else my opponent has. We do get the boost up, so +2 across the board, putting a lot of pressure on the Serena, so that's quite nice. And we'll just go for a Moonblast into that Serena. It should take it down. Let's just see what my opponent's got in the back. Probably Incineroar, like, out of everything, and it's probably better that we get Groudon off the field now, just because it's going to be important to keep in the back to kind of get weather control back for us later in the game. We might see the Serena protect here, but it might be protectless as well. I know a lot of Serenas don't run protect and opt for more support options. Plus getting the Incineroar in now, especially on the Ferrothorn, it means that we are able to just put a bit of pressure onto it with the Intimidate as well, support there, and Incineroar does threaten it quite heavily. So we do get the Moonblast into the Serena, we do pick up the KO there. Got to think that the Kyogre is scarfed as well, so it does come back in, it can't protect. And even though we probably lose Xerneas in this situation, okay, it's going to be Lugia, that's fine. Like, I really don't mind that at all, because we can literally just Moonblast the Lugia and Flare Blitz into the Ferrothorn. And unless the Kyogre could, like, the Kyogre could come in for the Lugia, but if that happens then the Kyogre goes down. So I don't think a +2 Moonblast takes the Lugia down, but I don't see the Lugia KOing either thing we got. Man, look at that, that is ridiculous, multi-scale. So there's a Calm Mind, okay, but we have broke it. Is it multi-scale? It's not even multi-scale, it's just like ridiculously bulky. How is it so bulky? Like, that is insane. We need to like really concentrate down on this. I'm gonna have to go for another Moonblast and then go for this Flare Blitz into the Ferrothorn. Kyogre probably comes in for the Ferrothorn now. That's really throwing me. Like, that damage is ridiculous. It's like taking no damage. Ferrothorn going for the double protect and actually getting it, which is pretty frustrating. Is it, like, I'm pretty sure multi-scale is actually being, yeah, it must be multi-scale. Yeah, I was pretty sure that it has been released. It's like a Japan special event, I'm pretty sure, multi-scale, but Ho-Ho Regenerator hasn't been released, that's right. So Ferrothorn getting that double protect off, and now you've got to think that the Kyogre probably comes in. I kind of really want to knock off the Lugia, but at the same time I don't want to allow the Ferrothorn just to, like, the Lugia could go for recover as well here. I'm just going to Moonblast it. Like, we still got a full health Incineroar, so we're fine, and I think a Moonblast from this range probably gets the Lugia, even +2. Let's just hope it does. Yeah, it does, okay, so that's fine. We're going to get the Ferrothorn as well. In the sun, the Kyogre not showing its face. It's too scared. Don't show your face around here again, boy. That's what we see the Kyogre. So we'll get the Ferrothorn, and we'll stop talking like an old western cowboy. And we're going to be able to just get the Moonblast into the Kyogre and pretty much pick up the win. We could just switch Groudon back in, but like, my opponent might just forfeit now. But like I said in team preview, if we can get the Xerneas set up here and get it going, then like, it makes it like Xerneas can do so much work against this sort of team. Even though the Ferrothorn is pretty threatening, when you kind of know how you can deal with it a little bit better, then it's not so scary to go up against. And like Scarf Kyogre, as good as it is, I still think it's not probably the optimal Kyogre to play. I really like Berry Kyogre. Like, we played Berry Kyogre earlier in the week and it was like super difficult to get rid of. And just the extra bulk as well. Like in 16, I always played a very bulky Primal Kyogre, and it was always like my favorite variant of it. Like, I always found it really strong, and like, I played it like super bulky before anyone played it super bulky, and it kind of tended to go that way in the end. I'm not saying I created it or anything, but I always went super bulky Kyogre, and it always paid off a lot more. than going like the faster variants. I don't know. But we've got Fitex from Spain as our next opponent. Fitex. Sounds like a DIY mechanic. Like, I'm gonna come around and do Fitex things to your windows. Anyway, we'll get on with the game because Fitex has a nice looking team of Tapu Koko, Ludicolo, Incineroar, Aegislash, Mimikyu and Kyogre. I talk some rubbish sometimes, so I do hope you can excuse it, but I hope for the comedy value it's always going to be there. Right, what are we looking at? We've got a double Ghost, and Ghost is like one of those types that's actually not bad in this format. Like, it's pretty good. It makes Bronzong's life super difficult here. Like, the Trick Room would be really nice, but the Aegislash has probably got Wide Guard. Should we bring Koko here, maybe? Just for pivoting options and things like that. Or could we lead Smeargle Xerneas and then bring Groudon? And do we bring Bronzong though for the Trick Room? Like, the Trick Room, if you can get it up, is going to be like really good, but at the same time we might be better off with just Incineroar or Koko. Let's go Incineroar. Oh, I'm not really too sure. I'm not too sure at all, but we've locked in now. It's fine. This is going to be our last game of the week, so let's make it a little bit of fun. Fitex, probably for our window comment earlier, is probably going to kick our ass, so no complaints there if that's what happens. We're going to see Mimikyu, Tapu Koko come out for Fitex, and we're going to lead off with Smeargle and Xerneas. So, you've got to expect Trick Room to come out from the Mimikyu, to be honest. Like, I want to just fake out the Koko, and I mean, it could just Dazzle as well. Like, that's not the worst play in the world. Just fake out the Koko and just Dazzle. Break the disguise in the Mimikyu. It makes dealing with it a lot easier. And we'll see what the Mimikyu goes for. And the other option is just bringing in Groudon here, but then we're like a bit premature bringing in Groudon when the Kyogre's still in the back, which makes it a bit difficult. So, Swords Dance. How good. Okay, that's fine. I mean, like, it's not fine, but it's still alright. It's like, we can still do things. It depends what attacks it's got as well. If it's just got like a ghost attack, then it makes it way easier to deal with. What we'll do is we'll Geomancy and we'll go Follow Me as a true Geordie. Just pull in the attack from the Koko, because it's probably going to Volt Switch out, you've got to imagine. There we go. Take us down our sash. It will. But it means you get the free Geomancy up. So that's always a nice thing. And we'll see what this Mimikyu goes for. Like, if it goes Shadow Claw here, then that's perfect. But I don't know if you would Shadow Claw in front of a Smeargle. Let's see Kyogre come in. So we'll get the rain up. What's this Mimikyu gonna do? Play rough. Yep, expecting the Follow Me, which is alright. Because it gives us a free switch into Groudon, we get a Geomancy up, and it puts us in a really dominating position, because the Kyogre's kind of locked in to switch out now, but we put on so much pressure onto the Mimikyu with like just a Moonblast, and then probably a Dazzling Gleam gets it. Like, does a Dazzling Gleam get it from here? Probably not. You probably want to Moonblast just to make sure. But we will bring in Groudon, and we can just Precipice and just Moonblast the Mimikyu. This is one of these really annoying Mimikyus with like a Focus Sash, which could like totally ruin our day. But we will just go for that plan, and just Precipice as well. So Moonblast into the Mimikyu should do the trick. Kyogre going to switch out. What's coming in? Koko? Yeah, just to sack it, I would imagine. There's always a temptation there, just a fire punch, just to be safe. Shadow Sneak going to come out. It's not going to be enough to take down Xerneas. No way. Huh. Wow. That did like nothing. How did that do so little? It was like Swords Danced. We haven't intimidated. And Precipice coming out. Okay. So we'll take down the Coco. We might be able to get a third game in today as well, guys. So that would be perfect, wouldn't it? That would be great if we can get another game in today. Run the week off in style. Ludicolo and Kyogre. Okay, so we're going to have to sack Incineroar here just to get our Groudon back in. And protect Xerneas, because we don't really want to take Fake Out Water Spout damage on Xerneas. We've already taken a little bit of damage, so we don't really want to take any other unnecessary damage. So we'll just, like I say, bring an Incineroar, we'll sack it. Hopefully it gets taken down this turn, which if it's Water Spout, you would imagine it will go down. It gives us the free switch back into Groudon. And then the Xerneas is literally free just to clean up. So there's our Protect. Fake Out into the Xerneas, makes sense. Origin Pulse, this could miss, I guess. Such a risky move. I never liked Origin Pulse. And like it kind of goes the same along for like Precipice Blades as well, but like I never really liked either of them, just for their accuracy. But you can't deny how good they are when they're such a good option when like Water Spout is like gone, or you know, it's like the best option on Groudon, so you're not hitting your partner and you're not like tied to using a Levitate user or a Flying type user next to you. We'll just Fire Punch the Ludi and we'll go for a Moonblast into Kyogre. That should take down the Kyogre, and a Fire Punch should do enough damage to the Ludi, so that oof, the Kyogre actually survives. Okay man, that's not what we expected. Not doing very much to either. Giga Drain going to come out into the Groudon, take us down very range, which is fine, and that should put the Ludi into Dazzling range, which is fine, so we'll just be able to wrap it up with that. And that's one of the problems with like running like bulky Xerneas, is sometimes you miss the kills that you would otherwise get, so there is a little bit of a sacrifice, but the defense investment that you've got does come at a price, so you do miss some calcs that you would normally get, which isn't ideal. I probably just forfeits there, but like I do prefer being able to take a lot more hits than you know, you've still got other things next to you that can still do lots of damage. And like +2 Moonblast is one of those like moves that a lot of people already calc for. Like it's a big move, it's one of the biggest attacks in the game, people are always going to calc for it where possible, so I feel like you get more out of the defensive side, and there's plenty of players out there that will disagree with me, but that's just how I prefer to play it anyway. But we're gonna have room for one more game, guys. We're on 18 minutes, so we've got plenty of time till that 30-minute mark, so we're trying to keep games and episodes below that, so we're doing well this week, and we're not doing bad record wise, over 1600 so far, so that's excellent. Going up against Arco from Canada on a 1502 rating, playing a team of Kingdra. Excellent, excellent. That's all I need to say. I don't even need to look at the rest of the team preview, we just see Kingdra. This man is a champ. So we're going to see Kingdra, Kyogre, Ferrothorn, Hitmontop. I'm just overwhelmed with the Kingdra. I just love Kingdra. It's like one of my favourites. And you never see it anymore in rain teams. You saw it really sporadically last year, but not very much. Hitmontop, Xerneas and Tapu Lele. So a heavy rain team, you've got Hitmontop support for the Kyogre, Intimidate support for the whole team, you've got Tapu Lele. I'd imagine Kyogre's probably scarfed. Hitmontop's going to be there for supporting the Xerneas, Lele for the terrain, etc, etc. So Trick Room here is like really good, and I think I want to bring it as a mod, but it's, again, I feel like the Xerneas Smeargle is like a really nice option for us to go for, so I think I'll just do that. And I'm just locking in straight away. It's going to be our last game. It's Friday. We're going to have as much fun as we can. Hopefully we can finish on a win. If not, then we've got stuff to work towards next week, haven't we? Man, I like desperate. I am desperate for a haircut. I'm getting a haircut today. So next week when we do the videos, they're gonna be all nice and tidy. I just feel like I've got like a poof on the top of my head. But what can you do? Hair grows, which is like good, I guess, because if it didn't, I'd be bald. And that would be the worst. So we're going to see Lele and we're going to see Kingdra come in. Takes away our option to fake out, but it doesn't really take away our option to Geomancy though. So I can just follow me and Geomancy, which is going to be pretty big for us. So I'll just do that. Got to worry about the Ferrothorn being an issue, but we do have Groudon. So that's like something, if we can just hold out for the Kyogre coming in. Like the Kyogre could come in for the Tapu Lele now, knowing that the fake out's not an option, but we're not going to see that. We're just going to get the New Protects just staying in. SOHK going to take Smeargle down to its Sash. And what's the Kingdra going to do? Like Muddy Water or something like that? Hydro Pump would be even better. Hydro Pump would be ideal. Oh, Muddy Water. Xerneas avoids the ninja. Unfortunately, Smeargle not dodging, not ninjaing enough. I don't know what I'm saying, but going down, so that's fine. But we get the free Geomancy. Smeargle's done its job, so that's excellent. We get the boosts, and we start putting a lot of pressure on everything, so which is super nice. Now what do we bring in? Do we bring in Bronzong? Because I don't really want to bring in Groudon until the Kyogre comes in. Like if I'm like 100% honest with you. And I feel like Bronzong, because we know the Lele is Life Orb, right? So it's probably not bulky. So Moonblast will take it down. I'm gonna bring in Bronzong. We need Groudon. We need Groudon badly. So I need to get rid of the Lele because I don't want to take Life Orb side shock damage, and I think what I'll do is just Gyro Ball the Kingdra, just get some damage onto it. Might go for Muddy again. Kingdra just going to withdraw. We're going to see Ferrothorn come in, so we're going to throw out a huge Gyro Ball. Tapu Lele going to protect. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. That is fine. I mean, we don't mind that too much. Gyro Ball, gonna do like no damage. But it does mean I'm gonna have to go for Moonblast into the Lele, and I'm gonna switch it. Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Like we can take a Gyro Ball from the Ferrothorn. Kyogre coming in, which is perfect, because we get the weather up now. We get Groudon in with the sun up. We're going to take Kyogre down. We're going to take the Gyro Ball from this Ferrothorn. We know it's not Life Orb because the Lele is Life Orb, so unless it's like some hideous critical hit, then we're gonna be able to like just do stuff this game now, which is excellent. Okay, we don't take down the Kyogre, but that's still fine. Gyro Ball coming out into Xerneas, which we do take. That's good. That's good. So we can dazzle. We can razzle and dazzle, and we just, even though I feel like Ferrothorn protects here, we just go for the Fire Punch into it anyway and just dazzle. Kyogre gonna go out. We're gonna see Lele come in, so that's fine again. Ferrothorn protecting. So there's the dazzle. This won't take Lele down, but it'll put it in range for another one. Fire Punch. We are kind of locking our opponent here, because like even a Fire Punch in the rain plus a dazzle probably is enough to get the Ferrothorn, I'd imagine. So we'll probably see the Kyogre come back in now. Yeah, for the Lele. My opponent really wants to just take the Xerneas down and lock the rain in. which is a little bit awkward for us. So we've got to hope the Fire Punch takes down the Ferrothorn, which I'm kind of hoping from this range is enough. I don't know if it will be though. It probably isn't enough. So we get a burn. Nah, it's nowhere near enough. Do we get a burn? Do we get a burn? We need the burn. We don't get the burn. Okay. We still got Bronzong. It's still fine. It's still fine. It's not fine really, but it has to be fine. Okay. So we can, even though the rain's up, we get Bronzong in. We can set the Trick Room up, and we can Gravity. We can Hypnosis stuff and still win this with Groudon. We can still do this. We are not giving up, guys, just yet. So let's go Trick Room. Let's go for the super uber obvious Protect, but we need to because the Muddy Water from Kingdra's pretty threatening. I wonder if it's like Specs. Could be Specs, couldn't it? Okay, so Ferrothorn protecting as well. I wonder if we're going to see like a Surf. No, just Muddy. Okay, that's fine. Like Bronzong will take this, even in the rain. Still going to do a chunk of damage. There's a Trick Room. Okay. The problem is, I don't feel like... So we Gravity. Precipice isn't going to be enough to take down the Kingdra. We kind of have to go for a blind Hypnosis into the Kingdra, I feel. I feel like that's our best. Like, is it our best? Is it our best option? Because we Gravity, the Muddy Water hits, Bronzong and Groudon probably go down. We have to blind Hypnosis the Kingdra. If we get it, then we win, I guess. And then we Precipice Blades. And hope Precipice Blades hits. So there's a Power Whip into Groudon. That's just above berry range. We get it! We get it! Okay, that's alright, that's alright. Okay, we get it. We get the blind Hypnosis. So we're still in this. We're still in it. Should have went Fire Punch into Ferrothorn. That would have procced our berry. We get good damage onto both. Oh, we just miss out the Ferrothorn and proc a berry. That is the worst. Okay. Now the Power Whip. The Power Whip is what's the pain now. We need to blind Hypnosis the Ferrothorn now and protect Groudon. And hope the Ferrothorn doesn't predict this and protect on our Protect. Oh, you did it! Well, congratulations, you deserved. Like, that's the play you make, isn't it? That's the play, like, we had to make. And my opponent just played that super well, so can't have everything. Cannot have everything. We could always double Protect with Groudon or hope for a Power Whip miss. Let's just go Precipice Blades. If Power Whip misses, then it's like really unfortunate. But nah, my opponent doesn't deserve it to miss, so I'm pleased it didn't. And Bronzong can't win this by itself. I'm kind of rooting for Kingdra to wake up now. But we hit. This Bronzong's like a beast. It's like got the eyes of like an eagle. It's like just like I'm gonna put you to sleep. Kingdra wakes up though. Yeah. So never mind. Really good game to my opponent. And the Kingdra, man, I'm telling you, Kingdra is so good. Kingdra is so good. And that was like super difficult for us. We could have approached it way differently. I'll look back at it and we'll talk about it on Monday's episode when we come back. But I'm going to wrap things up there now because we're nearly at the 30-minute mark. But all I'll say is thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Like I mentioned at the start, if you enjoy the content, make sure you do leave a like. Let me know on your thoughts on the team, on the battles this week, how you thought everything has been in the comment section below, and I will try and get back to each and every one of you when I've got the time to. Pretty tied up with MBL work and just general life outside of doing the channels at the minute, but I'm going to try and do as much content as I can. That's all I can do, so I hope you're enjoying it, guys. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you for another episode very shortly. So until then, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye!